as you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first update of 2025. We're here today going to take a look at some of our new Lunar New Year themed content. Of course, Picardie, probably talk plenty with you all about like Chkalov nerf and etc. But I am not alone. I'm joined today by the wonderful Battle Boss.
Hello, welcome. It's a wonderful Monday, and as Lane said, we have plenty to look through today. So I guess we'll just dive in.
Yeah. So first, disclaimer out of the way, we got a completely new stream set up here today. So there might be some technical issues or teething problems.
I've just noticed that I look very, very pale. The ghost of final boss is passed again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's just lighting cue and such. So do you have the opaque water bottle? I don't know if it's still, we have a new green screen, but it is still opaque. So we do have the opaque water bottle.
I wonder if it actually filters out my monster. Yeah.
Oh, it does. And the invisible monster.
Yeah.
Yep. So how's everybody doing? We have, we have a bunch of new ships here today. We have got, let me borrow the camera real quick. Got Picardie. We've got Wukong. Jinan. Finally, the 2023 is over. Jinan is here. As well as the rare Tokachi, which is essentially like, imagine a Furutaka with the 127mm guns. So it's a mix like Furutaka Atlanta, and in that way.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can probably start with showing the campaign ship. Oh, I was also instructed to mention in the missions tab right now, if you go to the premium supplies mission, right now the mission conditions say that you require both a premium ship and a premium account time. This is just a UI bug that we're going to fix. You don't actually need premium time. It's just the premium ship.
Yep.
Like it always has been. So solid.
No, yeah, it's a known about bug. We're working on it. It doesn't actually function like that. All you need is a premium ship like normal. So. Yep.
Okay. I say we start with the campaign ship. If there's anything you would like to talk about it before we go in, or
sure.
we play, or
yeah. So Picardie is based on Lyon class battleships. There were battleships designed in World War I. Obviously, France had limitations on how large they could make their ships, but they could do quadruple gun turrets. So they just smacked on a bunch of quad gun turrets. These are the 305mm guns you'll be familiar with from ships like Toulon or Corbeil. So they're not exactly very high tier guns. They get the job done, but the primary feature of this battleship is her secondary armament. These 130mm dual purpose guns. They have 32mm of HE pen, slightly improved dispersion, and access to the enhanced secondary targeting 2 consumable, which gives even more of a bonus over the regular enhanced secondary targeting. Of course, she also has a main battery reload booster, allowing her to just put out a whole lot of firepower, although it's a Lyon hull, so it's relatively swishy. Yep. So, how?
I'm making a build for it right now. Bear with me.
I shot you a division invite as well.
You didn't send me. You sent me a fleet invite, I think.
It's in both.
Okay. I don't see a division.
Oh, I created division. Also, admitted, yeah.
So this is enhanced secondary targeting 2, which is unique to number 1.
Yep. Yeah. So it's this consumable came out with Blue Archive Turpits first, and now it's available on Picardie. There's no plans for the bringing enhanced secondary targeting 2 to other ships in the game. At this point in time, it's a different consumable that's provided for ships to give them a little boost in that area. So. Our guys working on dynamic weather. No plans for dynamic weather, especially anything that changes gameplay, because the weather provides a whole lot of inconsistencies to gameplay that we don't want to include. So,
just making a commander build now for the Picardie.
Yeah, my commander build, I'm running Spock. because his secondary ability, Fascinating, it has very large potential with Picardie. So
I was running the Tur on mine. Who is the commander with the increased secondary range? It's
be Jojo.
one
yeah,
Hipper.
Yeah, you want Hipper and probably Haruna.
Maybe Haruna, yeah, for the range. Here is Haruna.
Yeah, Grimlock would be good as well.
Not crazy. What nation is Haruna? Why can't I see it?
Haruna is Japan. Question: would we be able to test steel ships before buying in the future? No plans for that. That's quite a complicated system to include that. Your best bet there would be to look up some video reviews from one of our mini CCs who have access to those. When can we expect operations in World Warships Legends? Nothing that's been announced in terms of operations, though we do like experiment with PvE type modes, especially with our like April Fools and or more specifically our Halloween events. So it's something that we mess around with. So is Journey to the West content because Chinese New Year's approaching? Yeah, it's Lunar New Year on the 29th, which is this Wednesday. For anybody who celebrates. So yeah, we got this whole update themed kind of around the Lunar New Year's. So. When is premium ammo coming to Legends? There is absolutely no plans for premium ammo of any kind coming to Legends. So.
My nose is playing up to date. It's dusty in here because they're messing around with all the streaming room. They've reorganized the whole streaming room, so it's like...
Yep, we're sitting on a different part of the room. We're sitting on opposite sides of what we normally would
laying
be.
Around everywhere and super dusty in here. And
anytime you move any furniture around, everything gets disturbed a little bit. So. Yep. The double Picardie gang. We're double Picardie in the middle of two brothers.
Is boss using a McDonald's napkin? No, but I do unironically use, whenever I go to McDonald's, I do tend to grab a bunch of the napkins to blow my nose and whatever, but I'm using a kitchen roll for my kitchen right now because I grabbed it super quick on the way to the stream.
Do we want to send it down the middle? Or do we want to play normally?
They have a Northern Dragon. I guess we can try sending it.
We ball. Let's go. We ball. Is there plans to bring back Arctic camo for different ships? I really enjoy that camo instead of the winter camo. If you're meaning like the frozen camo for like Duke of York and Edinburgh and Scharnhorst, there's no plans for additional versions of that camo because that's a skin. It requires additional 3D elements to create those, which are specific for each ship that you make it for. So it's a lot more investment to create those camos than a regular like mesh you can put on as a normal camo.
When can we have two different squads of planes in the air for carriers? You can't because you control one at a time.
Yep. Will you ever bring recommendations for armaments like in like in the PC version? I'm guessing you're meaning like recommendations for like the modules or modifications. That's a good idea. There's no reason why we can't really implement something like that. So, I just noticed that the third turret on Picardie is 360. It had not crossed my mind. But I guess because of the shorter gun barrels, it's
Flounder.
allowed. Flounder. We can take a Flounder. Torpedoes.
Yeah, there's maybe a DD over here somewhere.
It's either Schoenberg or Northern Dragon. Duncan?
Oh, those
it's
are Duncan tops. That means they really hurt them.
No, no. I'm going to eat one. That's not good. That is not good.
Duncan Terps. Ouchie.
Or Birdie, ouch. Tried to pop my EST2 and I popped my reload booster. I'm sad. At close range, we can definitely set it all Duncan, though.
Oh, no, he's just sent his torps.
Trying to disable his torps, and the torps are disabled on this side. There we go.
Oh,
Juicy.
A reload booster, man. Sheesh. This is actually kind of a scary brawler, bro. This is a really scary brawler.
Yeah, close range, like the guns work very much at close range.
I got 4 shatters on a broadside Flounder. 6 shatters on a broadside Flounder.
Yeah, Flounder is much more better protected than Duncan
Nani.
is,
Oh, it's going to kill me. But it's got 6 shatters.
Oh no, I'm reloading still. Yeah, most of those bounced.
I guess I have to try and go
only,
for his...
Only in Picardie.
I guess I have to try and go for his, like, bow.
Yeah.
At the back. I got 5 pens there. Yes, you have to go for, like, the back of the ship.
Yeah. Only in Picardie could you get 8 pins and 5 ricochets.
Oh, but now I just got shatters on a broadside.
Yeah, I aimed a little higher to miss the belt.
You just have to go for the butt, dude. That's where it's where it's thin.
Come on, there we go. 68 damage left. One away from being nice. Has Picardie been changed since her rental? Not at all. She is the same as she was during her rental because she was essentially perfect at that time. So.
Apparently, I'm Sahalas now.
Yeah, no, this is not Sahalis. This is Final Boss. For the record. He's been caught.
Though the fact I was able just to Thanos snap basically a full HP ship in
tier 8.
In 2 back-to-back salvos. Like, bang, bang.
Granted, it was at like 2 kilometers, oh, not even 2 kilometers, like very much point blank. When can we get back our resources spent on Chkalov? So Chkalov was nerfed this update, and if you are, and if you wish to, you may submit a support ticket to have your resources on Chkalov refunded. If you spent GXP, that will be refunded. If you spent doubloons, that will be refunded. If you spent doubloons to get GXP, then you will have your GXP refunded. Yeah, but you can do that for the next 30 days via a support ticket. Any plans to add the option to create a ticket from in-game? No plans for that. Greetings, Anhalt. From one inferior gun platform to the other. Schoenberg's almost dead, but I'll...
The Chkalov nerf, which has really made no difference one bit on damage output. So the Chkalov nerf is 2 bounces instead of 1 to arm the bombs, and also
has reduced the damage ability or the damage of the bombs by 20%.
Yes,
which effectively reduces the damage output of the ship by roughly 20%.
In effect, what this has done is it's made it harder to one-shot destroyers. effectively because in most instances you're going to be dropping from outside of the destroyer's detection range, first and foremost. You're relying on allied spotting, which is less likely to happen at the very start of the game. And also the damage output as well, reducing, makes it less likely to do so. However, they still have really potent alpha strike, which makes them still able to strike other things. So it still has a relatively strong unique selling point, but it's less toxic a minute into the game. I'm not saying it's impossible to do so. Maybe you can, but it just makes it harder to do so. No 2 bounces for better? Correct. Better is only 1 bounce.
Yep. Yeah, 2 bounces is only for Chkalov.
There's a question for you, Blip. Why is the campaign spelled Picardie, not Picardie?
So Picardie is the I guess English spelling for the region of France that in French is spelled Picardie. And so for a French battleship, it's going to be spelled in the French way, but in terms of an English title for something, we'll spell it in the English way. That's the short of it.
I made the mistake of selling my Murmansk while stockpiling credits for the crafting table. Can I submit a buyback ticket, or is she gone forever? You can submit 1 buyback ticket a year, but you can include as many ships in that ticket as you want. The only requirement is that you haven't owned, that you have owned the ship before and you haven't refunded it through a ticket. So, if you have owned Murmansk at any point in time, you can go to player support and request to purchase it back. However, it will cost roughly double the credits that you received for selling it to get it back. I'm a day 1 player and I have a question. What does the reference potato mean?
Oh.
Players often use the phrase potato to refer to...
Yeah, basically potato is I think it comes from old PC World of Warships. It might even come, but it might even come from World of Tanks even.
Lowest skillful player probably.
It's generally it's an expression for somebody who's not expressing very high skill gameplay, and is often used as an insult or a term of endearment towards another player.
Or people just use it to refer to their own gameplay. I potatoed this game, meaning I didn't do great.
Yep.
So you could, for example, we have a potato flag in game that you can put on, which you're basically laughing and saying
mini potato variations.
You're basically saying ha ha ha, I'm a bad player, I have a potato flag. Kind of thing.
Yeah, and if we go back to World of Tanks PC, there was a program which would display each player's different stats in battle with different colors, and so each of those colors were assigned a different food. So if it was a red, you would be a tomato, or if it was a dark red, maybe a cherry, or if you were blue, you would be a blueberry, and then the unicums, which were the purples and beyond. So. It's probably connected to that in some psychological way or another.
Guess World of Warships Legend didn't see the message. Which message is this?
Yeah, it depends. Like the chat moves constantly. So if you have a message and we haven't read it or replied to it, you might need to repeat it a few times.
Any plans to bring back the Jolly Roger flag? Not at the moment. Dust in mine and everything. So dusty in here. How long do you think Legends will make it before the servers go down permanently? That's a very open-ended question because the game is very healthy.
Yeah, that's going to be years.
The game is very healthy right now.
Yeah.
So.
could even be decades.
Why do I continue to get in matches with players who have crossplay turned off? So when a player turns off crossplay, it like they're being matchmaked with people of the same platform, and this often takes quite a long time. Our matchmaker is coded in a way where after so many minutes have passed, it will start to prioritize you as a player to put you in a lobby quicker so that you're not waiting indefinitely. And after a certain threshold, I believe it just forces a match. Like it'll just start a game, regardless of whether it's full or not.
Yeah, pretty much at about 5 minutes, it's going to start taking more drastic measures and to make sure that a match happens to that player.
So this is just you being pulled into one of these like forced matches. We're aware of the feedback point. We don't have any plans to remove the option to turn off crossplay right now. We're just monitoring it. It's what we can do right now.
Yep. This Northern Dragon player, solid. Thank you for the smoke screen. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Any plans to add like a third inspiration slot? No plans for any third inspiration slots. Inspirations are incredibly powerful as they are, and in introducing a new one brings that power level even further beyond. So.
Since Codex has definitions of Sigma and dispersion, any possibility to have those stats to the guns added? So we're constantly kind of looking into the idea of having deeper stats, but we don't have any confirmed plans or commitments for it yet. The Codex itself is designed to, which I guess I can show while I'm talking about it. The Codex itself is a recent addition in this most recent update. The point of the Codex was to provide kind of a place to obtain information about the core fundamentals of the game. So, for example, there are a non-insignificant number of players who don't level up commanders. They have level 0 commanders and things like that. And the Codex aims to try and address this. So it includes like fundamental points like what is a commander, how do I get them, how do I level them up, how do I get the currencies to level them up? What is a cruiser? What is a battleship? How should I play a battleship? You know, what are camos and boosters? You know, what is the benefit of the armor viewer? It's designed because it's for ultimately like hardcore players. They're going to go out and seek information anyway. The Codex is designed for less intermediate players. So the text is kind of condensed and shortened and simplified so that it's digestible. But we have tried to make it both simple, but include some details in it which are beneficial. So, for example, it will say things like battleships will see the most success shooting AP and so on. So we've tried to make it simple enough that it's digestible, but also include enough details that there's valuable information in there to benefit people from reading it.
Yep.
If you have any feedback on the Codex, this is absolutely a point of interest for us. So if you have things you would like to see added or suggestions for changes or anything like that, I would strongly urge you to go to our Discord channel and leave feedback on it. Just because this is a key interest subject for us. We are looking to add to it in the future.
Yep.
So feedback is really important.
Yeah, and so and on that note, do not take this as the final version of the Codex because we are planning to add more to it. So things like how anti-aircraft works, how does concealment work, how does all this stuff works. These are, of course, fundamental features that need to be added in. But we wanted to lay a foundation with this first edition and add to it later.
I did see a Reddit post a few days ago where someone said, "It's a bit basic, isn't it? Haha." And I just replied, well, frankly, it is, but we had to start somewhere.
Yep.
And that's what this is. It's a start. So.
Yep. Somebody asked who wrote the Codex. I'm going to have to field that question to Sahal whether or not we can answer that question. So
if he's watching,
if he's still watching.
Yeah.
Why wasn't Codex released on day one? We still had a lot of features to go on day one. Yep.
I mean, this kind of logic of,
Yep.
it was added now, but it should have been added 4 years ago. I mean, it's better now than never.
Yeah. Yeah. So this question was, can we reveal who wrote the Codex?
Is he watching?
Yeah. You just answered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As for the question about Louisiana, Louisiana is already in the game. She is set to come back sometime around July, because she was released last July with the caveat that she would return next year. So
yes, you can. You can reveal who wrote the Codex.
Okay. We wrote the Codex. So basically, we were assigned the Codex several months ago, and put together the texts. They've been edited and shortened and modified in various different ways to make sure that they fit in all the different languages. And so, yeah, if you have complaints, put them in the feedback.
Codex
we have very
in text format. I wrote these too.
Yeah. It was not just me. It was also Connor wrote a few, several of them.
95% blip. Sahalis.
Come
on.
He did all the editing oversight and did make changes. So
I did write like half of them,
and I wrote most of the other half.
Yeah,
That's
95% blip.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna walk out. There were some challenges with this for sure.
Yep.
But it was fun to write them. Again, it was, our focus was trying to take subjects that you could effectively write infinitely about.
Yeah. And then fit them within 850 characters.
Yeah.
And specifically less than 850 characters, because otherwise it wouldn't fit.
While also keeping the language clear and concise enough that it can be translated into every supported language, which meant we needed to avoid specialized language. Or if we did, we would have to explain that specialized language, which again would eat into the character limit. And we had to make it simple but informative.
Yeah.
And when you're talking about subjects like in Blip's case, you're talking about penetration. Like, how do you explain the whole of penetration in a clear and concise way in 850 characters where it's valuable?
Yeah.
So it was interesting. But yeah, I think me and Blip kind of took them half and half, really. Although Blip did very kindly proofread a lot of my texts and make corrections where needed.
Yep.
But, it was a journey.
Yep. And so feedback on it is, of course, very interesting to us, both personally and academically, I guess. So,
yeah.
Like chances of flooding. So that's like the part of the over-encompassing advanced statistics, I guess, feedback for gun performance, flooding performance, torpedo performance, etc. That's a feature where it's a complicated answer, and it's something that we look into quite often, but it's not as simple as just add it, because it's not actually just obviously for many players. It can be very intimidating to approach a complicated stat screen that has a bunch of different stuff all coming at them all at once.
There's a really important question in chat.
What's yours?
Are you going to nerf Chkalov?
The answer is yes. It was nerfed today. It's about 4 or 5 hours ago. The Chkalov was nerfed by reducing her bomb damage by 20%, and she's also now required to make 2 skips with her bombs before they are armed and can detonate on anything, which means it takes a little bit more skill to hit a target with it, because you have to lead for a longer amount of time. You have to approach from farther. It also means that she basically cannot self-spot a destroyer and hit it nearly as reliably. Gives everybody more of a chance to evade, etc. So, yep.
Okay, so we can play something else.
Yep.
Any ideas?
Somebody requested Tokachi whenever we got back. So Tokachi is our new tier 6. The Japanese cruiser. She's available in the Lunar New Year 25 crates only, and she's essentially a Atlantified Furutaka. I'll
play a battleship and I'll let you play it, just so that we have like a team composition.
All right, sounds good. So imagine it's basically imagine Furutaka hull with 127 millimeter guns and the normal torpedo armament. She has access to a torpedo reload booster, fighter or DFA, which I'm going to take if I can unready, and a sonar.
Thank you for the Codex. You're welcome. Honestly, we are so happy that you like the Codex because we poured sweat and tears into this thing trying to get it out on top of all the other jobs that we normally do. It was a very big project for us. And we're really, really glad that you all enjoy it.
Can we talk about Wukong? Well, we'll get to Wukong whenever we get to Wukong. So that we're not talking about something different while playing something. But we will get to Wukong. She's a quite interesting ship because you can kind of build her the way you want to build her.
Thoughts on Pobeda as a carrier? Pobeda has unique gameplay on the premise that it can deploy full strikes. Instead of, launching one squadron, then another squadron, it can just, the whole airstrike group will strike. This means the carrier pays off a lot more from being closer to the battle. If it's, parked behind an island near the fight, your DPS can suddenly be really, really crazy because you're just, launching with the jet-assisted takeoff over there, strike, launch, strike, launch, strike. But at range, when the carrier is further away, its impact is reduced because then it has to effectively make an entire flight every single time it needs to strike something. And the AA will directly impact its strike capacity. It's a potent carrier if played correctly. That would be I guess that feedback could apply to any carrier. I'm definitely not a carrier main. I'm sure there are people in the chat more qualified to answer these kind of questions than me, to be honest.
Yep. Any plans on upgrading various different modifications? No plans on changing any of the modifications at this point in time. All right, I'm going to focus. I'm not giving enough range. These shells take a long time to reach home.
There's a player on the enemy team who has just designated me as their target this game, and they're hammering me over and over again. So I'm going to have to kind of back up a little bit and play a bit more carefully. There's a Picardie, so his low caliber means if I play range, he's just going to lose most of his impact. But I'm also being rushed by a Shan Host.
There's also Belfast over here. Torpedo range is 12 kilometers. It's pretty good. I don't remember how far away he was. Might as well send that. Oh no, Bismarck. Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? Eat one of them, okay. Probably another one. Second set, okay. Goodbye, Bismarck. I'm sorry, little one. Firing angles are decent on this thing, but not great to get all 6 turrets at least. 5 turrets, pretty
Yeah, that
solid.
confirms it. I've got the division trying to strike me because the Northern Dragon's trying to taunt me with his deeps. Okay, I'm going to play while kiting out and back to make it harder for their division to strike me.
Okay.
I just hit the Shan horse with the funny resistance torpedoes. Good luck with them. 10k a pop. Ooh, 11k a pop. Juicy.
See if I can knock out Maya's turrets. Got one. Oh, Northern Dragon's here. Okay. Knock her turrets out.
Deep water. Yeah, I've got the Northern Dragon up there somewhere.
Yeah,
There's
I've
over
got
near
one
you.
as well.
Okay.
So
Something was deep watering me, but he was over near you.
I'm gonna die soon. Oh, I can't pin a Maya. Okay. By the way. Swap over to you.
I'm a bit out of position because I had the Shan horse pushing me and the Picardie was assisting, but with the Shan horse gone, I can start to kind of reposition near an island or something and figure out how we're going to tackle this. Maybe capture A. I would like to push B, but there's still too much.
Any plans for adding an in-game trading system? No plans for any in-game trading system. When like games that have in-game trading systems generally have to be designed from the beginning to have that. It's not something you add post facto without a very, very significant overhaul. So.
Enemy cruiser detected.
The cruiser over here with the Vichy. Okay, we have to adapt. Jinan AA building. I mean, it has got reasonable AA if I remember really.
All eyes on the enemy warship!
Yeah, Jinan's, I mean, she's based on an anti-aircraft cruiser and has some of the really modern U.S. AA mounts, so it should be pretty solid.
Alright, mains, can I return the favor? You're gonna get spied. I don't think you are.
How long does it take to put the code in to be able to build the ships and weapons? Guess it really varies on what you mean. If you mean in order to like build the 3D model of the ship and actually like then balance it and bring it into the game in an interesting way, that can take
Problem solved,
in some cases 6 months to a year or even longer. Generally, you're probably going to think from like concept to release, it's going to be about 6 months, assuming that we already have the 3D model for it.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Okay, if I push out, maybe I can just frag the mains. Surprise resistance, go! I guess I have to. I really don't want to play so defensively, but I have to kite wide because the Northern Dragon hugging its island.
Will Loria come back like Minnow? Loria would most likely come back in a similar way to as Ohio or.
Okay, cruisers, I need you to push up and make
Or
life
Yoshino.
uncomfortable for the Northern Dragon.
Yeah.
Please. one that's about to spot me and taunt me any minute now.
Any plans to bring special commanders in store? I'm not sure what you mean by special commanders, but if you're meaning like arpeggio commanders, they will be coming later this update. Yep, starting the 3rd February.
Nice radar. So DD isn't near us, actually. Just surprising.
Engine boost
Okay.
deactivated.
Any plans to add Tokachi to the store? Nope. Not at this time.
I say Toulon does not have torpedoes, does it?
Toulon? No.
Okay, so we can play a bit more spicy here. And as soon as the radar didn't pick up a Northern Dragon.
Yeah, I think you can also bow pen Toulon.
The only thing I really need to worry about is the Northern Dragon. If he's not an issue, then... Yeah. Alright.
Oh, nice to see you too, Christo.
Come on, guys, we're running out of time. Let's move.
Yeah, did you guys see the post on Facebook regarding a trade section fleets? No, I didn't see that specific post, but I just answered a question about trading recently. It's generally games that have trading systems in them are usually designed from the ground up to have them. And in order to implement any kind of trading system into Legends, we would need a significant overhaul of the systems, which we don't really see like as necessary. So it's sort of like, so I would say trading is very, very unlikely to see in Legends.
Let's take Belfast off the board. Come on, come on. There we go. Right. I'm gonna slow down because I'm scared the Northern Dragon's like right here in this corner. Okay, any torps?
Any plans to add mines to the store temporarily, just like Moemar now? No plans.
At this point, they can play life and they can just win. If the Northern Dragon is clever, he'll just be bucking it to the wall border right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I strongly suspect is going to be the case. Unfortunately, playing too passively here is probably cost the game. Oh well.
Yep. Ooh, that's
Torpedoes
it.
to port.
Would it be
that's not
possible to add an American radar that improves radar, either range or duration? It would be possible,
Taking on water.
for sure. Whether or not it happens, who knows?
I wasn't able to get my guns off.
Okay.
Come on, crew. There's the destroyer's right there. Oh well.
Weimar and Azuma, they don't have any detection ability, so
Yeah, they're playing super passive, unfortunately, but we can't play, like, playing passive will lose us the game anyway because they're double capping us and we're down on point.
Yep.
Like, I get they want to play life, but if they play life, we lose regardless. So
How many standing desks are there in the Prague office? Most of our desks are standing desks.
I think all of them.
Yeah, if not all of them.
Stations
Yeah.
requesting fire
So
support.
many standing desks.
The real question should be how many people do you see using the desks for standing up? Which I don't think
Like-
any right now.
Like 2.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 3.
What are the differences between Wukong and Charles Mattel? Well, Wukong has probably the best consumable loadout in the game, period.
Yep.
Ever.
At least in terms of variety. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, let's go over to Wukong here. I'll rob the camera real quick. Let's see. And I'll have to change my commander guys to Wukong. There we go. So, Wukong is based off of the Charles Martel. She's going to be very familiar to a lot of French enjoyers. Really good torpedo angles. She has deep water torpedoes instead of the regular surface torpedoes, and has slightly less high explosive damage, slightly less main battery range, and hit points. However, she gains access to the main battery reload booster, or which can be swaps for a repair party or DFAA. She also gets access to a smoke generator, sonar, or catapult fighter in the second slot, and a torpedo reload booster or an engine boost in the third slot. So you can really pick and choose how you want to play the ship, and access to 2 reload boosters at the same time.
Yep.
With
smoke.
Yeah, with smoke. Yeah, and she has a few other changes to her concealment. I'm not familiar with the exact details of that offhand, but she has generally a little bit better concealment than the Charles Martel. Again, at cost of main battery range and hit points. Yeah, those are the main difference. The shells are exactly the same. The guns are exactly the same, except for the HE damage again. Yeah.
It is a spicy little ship.
Yeah, it's really a do anything you want with ship. Anything a cruiser can do, except for radar, pretty much Wukong can do. Yep. Has Wukong's shell characteristics changed from Charles Martel besides HE damage? No. Yep. Do you want to play Wukong? And I will play something else.
Yeah, are we playing it this stream? I don't know if we were.
Yeah,
playing
we're playing Wukong this stream.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Give Wukong a go.
Yeah, I'll run Picardie again. Yeah, there you go. Sahal has posted a link to for the exact changes for Wukong compared to Charles Martel. Actually, probably pull that up.
I have to make a build for it. Bear with me.
It's on another screen. Yeah. Plans for super ships? No plans right now. No. How does one get the Wukong? Wukong is available in the store.
Hold on, just pointing it out. Not only can you get all of these consumables, you can use a commander with fully packed to get +1 of all of those consumables.
Yep. And Wukong is available in the store. She's also available in the new Lunar New Year crate. Direct for purchase. There's a whole section in the store dedicated to the legendary journey, which is Journey to the West, which is a classic Chinese story, which or epic even, So. We know Hindenburg is coming this year. Will we have more teasers before the campaign trailer, or just forget about her until you release her?
I've never heard of Hindenburg. What is?
Yeah, what is this Hindenburg you speak of? Are you
never,
talking about the Zeppelin?
I've never once seen players
I don't want
talk or ask for Hindenburg.
I don't want any lead in my Zeppelins. But no. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just this year.
Is the dev team thinking about a roadmap? Not a public one. No.
Nope.
Are we going to see a Spanish ship this year? You already have one.
Yep.
Theoretically.
Yep. Yeah. What ships do you plan on buffing? Ships that need buffing.
What kind of answer is that? How long is a piece of string? Long. Oh, wow.
String length.
Yeah, string length. When are we getting a final boss inspired commander? Whenever enough Shimikazes influence the space-time continuum to summon the need for one, I suppose.
4th upgrade for Weimar. No plans at all for a 4th upgrade slot for Weimar. Weimar currently basically sits pretty well balanced, as in a quite good ship, not exceptionally good, but still a really good ship at tier 7. So she's not in no way needs a 4th mod slot. In fact, bringing a 4th mod slot would probably break her again. So, yeah, no plans at all for that.
Final boss said Yugen buff through the week. Did I? I don't think I.
No.
I don't think I did. Not sure Epicenter is going to be the best mode to display the strengths of Wukong, but I'll certainly do my best.
Answer to the string, twice of half of its length. It's 6,000 spears, less than half of what I hoped.
10 times the detail.
16 times the size of Fallout 4.
Thunderer when? Well, when?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it gets here.
Oh, right, not seeing the gameplay, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's you. Is it me
Left
now?
is left and right is right.
Wait, what?
Yes. Left is left and right is right. You're on the left, so left.
Is it on me now? Is my...
Oh, maybe I didn't add yours. So.
Okay, so it wasn't. I don't know. Like, it just wasn't working.
Hmm.
I'm being gaslit right now.
I did set it up to be left is left, is right is right, but maybe your Stream Deck didn't. You know how Stream Deck is weird for us, so. Because we share streaming setups with the PC team, so like we have to use different profiles for Stream Deck and for OBS and stuff like that. Stream Deck profiles never quite like to work for us. No, seem to work fine for PC, annoyingly. Other Brandenburgs sitting in the back. I'm gonna switch shells. Oh, this is the wrong time to switch shells. I'm spotted.
Nothing on the right flank is spotted. I'm ready to like play defensively and kite, but
Yeah. It's probably the destroyer that's in the middle, would be my guess. Not spotted anymore. Well, why not talk about things you're planning on working on the roadmap that is realistically coming in the next 2 to 3 updates? Because I want to keep my job. But like realistically, speaking, we do like there are things that we are planning to bring in 2 to 3 updates that may not end up coming in 2 to 3 updates, and so we don't want to tell you something now that changes later. Which is the reason why most or many companies don't like doing roadmaps.
I see Chkalov planes beeline it straight
Plans
for
change.
me, and I'm like, dun 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 dun. Yep.
The ship is on
Can you
fire.
please spot
Problem
something
solved,
that
sir.
I can shoot? Anything?
Destroyers, please.
Their team is playing mega passively. Not our team, their team. Their
Yeah.
team is like,
Well, I mean, if we're playing Epicenter, that means we're going to win eventually. So. How did we end up in the game with Wasp?
I'll give you one guess, probably.
It's not possible. Like
Did you hide your Q?
yes.
Oh, can't escape him.
There's no escape.
Fire support. Requesting additional firepower support from all allies.
Casually just reminding us that they still exist.
It's not a division.
At least it's not in a bloody carrier this time.
Yeah, well, it's juicy, so at
Yeah.
least he's not in a carrier.
That's what I'm saying. Look on the bright side of life. We have one of their carrier mains not in a carrier.
Yep.
It's time to
I'm just gonna send it because I'm gonna die otherwise. Oh Lord, have mercy! I'm gonna die very much more quickly than I anticipated.
Position of a strategic target.
Turret traverse is quite slow.
HE does kind of chunk. I know we've nerfed the damage a bit, but it's still a bit.
Yeah.
I could be shooting AP here, but in case it turns.
Yeah, that was my bad. No, it's already on you. So
Mm-hmm.
I played that very poorly.
Smoke screen set.
Like, even the nerfed HE is still a bit potent. I mean, I could be using AP in some of these circumstances, but like,
Yeah, as Sahalis put it, when it comes to roadmaps, we don't want to put pressure on our devs or the team and cause frustration whenever any feature is canceled or postponed, which is the result of what happens whenever you have roadmaps, especially long-term roadmaps that, because you never know when some game-breaking bug shows up with a new feature that you didn't anticipate, which happens all the time in development.
Direct your fire towards the specified target.
Have we played Jinan today? Not yet. No.
just playing long-range HE spell, and that's not entirely how you're supposed to play these cruisers, but given its epicenter, I'm kind of trying to play life more than anything.
Yeah, play life.
Oh no, is that Chkalov planes coming from me again?
Yeah, Picardie has normal 1/6 penetration on the main battery guns. HE shells.
Okay, Chkalov is going for the battleship, trying to frag him. Okay. Arena of the Fire on Picardie. Casually destroy all of his AA and secondary units. Oh, I guess I'm not destroying his secondaries. They're quite big ones.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Hmm.
Oh no, that's AP.
But I think Haida and a proper commander for her should be a priority. Haida's already in the game, but a proper commander for her, I wouldn't slate that as a priority, like on its own merit, because realistically speaking, a Commonwealth destroyer commander affects 2 ships in the game, and that's probably a lesser priority than some other potential additions.
See the bombs bouncing, and I'm like, oh no! Hard rudder. On the bright side, you get more time to, like, yes, he's hit me, but has dealt substantially less damage because I've had an opportunity to turn away and, like.
Yeah, I'm glad even the devs don't like Epicenter. I don't dislike Epicenter. I think Epicenter is quite interesting. It's just that most players, including myself up until writing the Codex article, didn't fully understand how it works.
I mean, I knew how it worked.
Did you know that capturing a capture circle in Epicenter removes points from the enemy team?
Isn't it the same for any capture point?
Nope.
Oh.
The capture points themselves also have point values like sinking a ship does. So it adds points to your team and takes points from the enemy team. But but generally, Epicenter is quite a unusual game mode to play, and so it's recognized that it is significantly more difficult to play Epicenter than regular modes.
I like Epicenter. Yeah. It's just one of those modes where when you're playing a cruiser, you have to be a bit more wary, just because you can very quickly be made uncomfortable out of position.
Yep.
Like even right now, this Chkalov is doing his absolute best to make this flank not attractive to me. And I'm about to be broadside to a Plymouth, so that's going to be not fun. So we're going to panic smoke here. Hope the Chkalov doesn't kill me too much. And then, yeah. No spotting that, so I'm flank. But I really just have to be careful, because I think the Chkalov is near this flank.
Buff Schlieffen. Schlieffen is not on the list for buffs at the moment, because Schlieffen is still one of the strongest legendary tier battleships there is. So.
Kind of love that as quickly as I could.
Yeah. I highly recommend going and checking the Codex article about game modes, and specifically Epicenter and Godzilla. There might be some details in the Codex that you didn't know even now.
No, I'm broadside to a Plymouth inspired. I'm basically dead here, I think. I have a torpedo lead boost, but I'm not in a position to launch them.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Can you explain the extra skip on Chkalov? Yeah, the extra skip on Chkalov makes the ship essentially it raises the skill floor of playing the ship. It makes it a little bit more difficult to pull off bombing runs. It makes it more, I guess, uncomfortable would be for lack of a better word, for the carrier player to pull off. It also gives you, as the receiving player of the Chkalov bombs, more time to react to them, because you essentially have more time before bomb impact. And it also specifically addresses the issue with Chkalov being able to nuke destroyers reliably on their own towards the beginning of the battle, and essentially forces team spotting in order for Chkalov to effectively attack a destroyer, which is part of the goal with that as well.
Is the Codex in-game? Yes.
Yes.
So you go to the main menu, where I am here, and then down at the bottom, next to your service record, Codex.
Yep. Yeah, and Codex has a bunch of different tabs and descriptions, and then also different pages within different articles. So make sure you get full knowledge that you want out of it.
Okay, so for me, left is right and right is left.
Okay,
So if I click right, it goes to my camera. But if I click left, it goes.
Let me.
Yeah.
No.
Try now. Okay, so go to me. That works.
There we go.
There you go.
All right. Crisis averted.
New stream's up.
Yep. Let's see. What do we want to play now? Do we want to do Jinan?
Yeah. Not sure if 2 Jinans on a single team is going to be a great idea, though, for Legendary 2.
Yeah, it'll buff. Worst case scenario is we have 2 Jinans on a team. So Jinan, rob the camera here, is a Pan-Asian cruiser, which is based off of a American cruiser design, that was part of the CL 154 series, kind of anti-aircraft light cruisers, which were aiming to provide an improved version of like the Atlanta class cruisers. Using specifically the 5-inch 54 caliber gun, which is a long barrel, provides additional firepower and range, especially AA range for the U.S. Navy, and then assumes that it's surplus to a Pan-Asian nation after the war, like the Fletchers and the Sumners and the Gearing class were post-war. So that's the core of Jinan. In terms of her gameplay, she has lots of DACA. In terms of just fire and shell output, but more importantly, she has the ability to drop 40 torpedoes potentially, using both her torpedo loadout of 10 torpedoes per side and a torpedo reload booster.
If you push a Jinan, it will absolutely cost you.
Yep.
So bear that in mind.
Yep. And so, yeah, that's the idea for Jinan.
Oh, it has the cute little, like, perky torpedoes. Not torpedoes. Battery.
Yeah, these days these days people call them like cat ear turrets. Historically, these were called frog eye turrets because they have the kind of the frog eyes sticking at the top. But everything has become anime now, and so therefore it is cat ears. Yeah, and these are deep water torps. Yeah, did he just say drop 40 torpedoes? I did say drop 40 torpedoes.
Yeah.
So she has 10 torpedoes per side and a torpedo reload booster, which means that she can drop like she can drop 10 on a side, reload booster, do another 20, and then potentially do 10 on the other side, and then 10 again. But she can't immediately drop 40. There's some setup to that. Yeah. What is the historical camo lookup for Jinan? Here. Looks like so, which is a pretty cool camo, not gonna lie. Got a nice zigzag going on there. So, there we go. I have the 4 Seasons skin, which is a Lunar New Year event skin that you can find either in the store or in crates. And running the Wukong Commander guys. How many Pan-Asian battleships are there in the game? There are no Pan-Asian battleships in the game. I can't wait to throw 40 torps and somehow miss everyone. And that is me speaking, because I can't land a torpedo to save my life.
I paid for the whole 40. I'm going to use the whole 40. Widespreads all of them. Yeah.
Pretty good torpedo angles as well.
What's one of your personal favorite boats?
Congo.
Hampshire, probably. Hampshire is a very good ship.
Yep.
Used to be Perfect 10. I'm kind of shifting more towards a Hampshire man now, I think.
Merman underneath Jinan, and then we shall fight in the shade. You know what that's that's referencing the Battle of 300 Spartans.
It's the ship with the funny guns. Get it?
That's a very widespread.
That's why I was joking about 40, and I'm going to widespread them all because it has like you cover half the map almost.
Yeah, that's 14.5 kilometer range. So just widespread down Charlie.
See if someone catches a random Jinan top.
Can't remember how much damage they do. And then how many Pan American battleships in the game? There are 2. There's Rio de Janeiro and Atlantico.
I want someone to spot something so I can use the funny guns from behind an island and make battleship players angry about HE spam. Come on, spot something.
Friedrich is bow tanking in the back.
Jinan is like one of the HE spam ships of all time.
Yup.
Just get comfortable behind an island and make someone mold. That's like the playstyle in a nutshell.
Why is Mikasa the best tier 2 battleship in the game? Why don't you add more tier 2 battleships? So Mikasa is in the game because she is a museum ship who she's the only pre-dreadnought museum ship and is a significant museum ship for Japan. And so she kind of holds the distinction of being the only tier 2 museum ship, or only tier 2 battleship, even though she's classed as a cruiser for matchmaking reasons in the game. There are no plans for any other ones.
I was wondering why we have no spotting on the left side, and then I realized the destroyer's a Shimakaze, so I'm like, all right, move in and do something.
Yep.
Not to be that guy, but bold of me to assume. Hold on. Can I lob that Des Moines? No, but I can. You think that catching the Conqueror with the funny shots? If I push Des Moines with AP, get on his side.
If you're close enough, you might be able to pin him.
Maybe I can display the sheer ferocity of 40 Jinan torpedoes.
Oh, yeah, that you can do.
Oh, the plan's all coming together.
Oh, yeah, it's all coming together.
Hang on. Like, watch me throw this game. I'm gonna put the camera on me, and you're gonna watch me in live time throw this game. Oh yeah, the plan's all coming together. There goes the sonar detection, so he knows I'm here. So does the Conqueror. Wait a minute, can the Conqueror lob this? I don't think he can. Can I just sit here, even though he knows I'm here? Can he lob that?
Oh, that is an island. Oh god, that is my citadel. That was a Vermont.
Yeah, he found the Jinan Citadel.
I'm so dead.
He found the Jinan Citadel. I've just been hitting this church over and over again.
2 words, Vermont Citadel.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
You can absolutely lob me there. I need to move because I'm going to feel pain. Make the Conqueror mold. Operation Make Conqueror Really Angry is now a go.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Do skip bombers lose pin with each bounce? No, they do not. This is high explosive. High explosive pin is a constant. It does not change unless you have a commander skill changing it. So Chkalov skip bombs do not lose their penetration over skips. but they do change like what the angle and tack is for how the bomb will land and where it will land. And a lot of testers were, or not a lot, but some testers that were testing her out were reporting that it was much more difficult to land bombs where you wanted them to land on, with the additional skip.
How quickly did that conqueror just decide he'd not want to play this flank? As soon as I started shooting him, he was like, nope. Just and left.
Enemy battleship sighted.
You're live streaming.
We're live. Hello. We had a visit from the mythical cleaning lady. Oh no, I'm broadside to him.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
This is the funny shit. For sure.
Picardie's stats are not up front, if that makes sense. Picardie is built around having a very, very good consumable set, as well as having very, very good secondaries. So she will look a little bit like in terms of her main gun battery firepower, she will look a little bit anemic compared to Leon, but you have to take in the full picture of.
I'm so sorry, Conqueror. I'm so sorry, bro.
These streams happen after office hours, to an extent. So these streams are happening between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. Local time, which for most offices after 5 p.m. it's after hours. So,
Give me that superstructure, come on.
Enemy battleship.
Give me the superstructure.
lower Connor down.
My two there, I'm sorry.
Team is taking the lead.
Hey.
Lowered final a little bit. Hopefully he's okay now.
Oh, lower the sound effects. Oh, I think he means the...
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
I am a gamer, so when I'm playing in my free time, I like to hear the game. And I'm half deaf.
I'm a
So-
gamer, but I'm not a sound gamer.
Yeah.
Were there any changes to Picardie from rental to now? Nope, no changes to Picardie.
Final boss really wants to make us lose our hearing. I mean, when the guns sound as good as Jinan, although you do hear the Jinan guns quite a lot. Because of how quick if you want to be really toxic, you just shoot sequentially.
Yeah,
To make that way the person on the receiving end, their controller is just vibrating constantly. Okay, so I don't really know how I'm going to play this. Probably just find somewhere super cozy and just smoke and just start hammering. Because like their whole team is undetected on this side. Yeah. Never mind. Okay. I'm spotted by what? Where? Nani? Am I going to just see AP come any minute now from every direction because I'm
yeah,
detected?
you're just gonna get dunked by a Vermont. Like,
Oh. What the hell's going to lay me? Get him! There we
There you
go.
go.
Ah, yeah. I don't know what AP that was, but it hurt. It's fine though. We got him.
is Jinan the same ship as Houston? No. Houston was. Houston, which Houston was one of the Northamptons, wasn't she? But that's historically.
Come on.
If you're meaning like Austin, then she's similar to Austin, but not quite.
It'd be super cool if the shimmer could just spot something real quick. That'd be really, really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, no defense.
If it means Austin's it's very similar to Austin. Austin has an additional gun turret on the rear end, which is a 76 millimeter anti-air gun on Jinan. But Austin also has less torpedoes, if I remember right.
Okay, well, just... if I sail out to spot I am dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's like sail
Please.
out to spot Vermont. Hello.
Like,
Bonjour.
I have spotted Vermont for 10 whole seconds because he just killed me. Please.
Yeah, Houston was a Cleveland class. She was also a Northampton class, but she got sunk during one of the battles of Java Sea, if I remember right. She was
Good
sunk
defense
pretty early
there.
in the war, and so her name was brought forward to use in the Clevelands.
Okay, well, I don't know what more I can do. I mean, maybe I can do the funny at some point. Those are defense tops, probably. If he's in his smoke, I'm going to get clapped.
Yeah. This is the Jinan paradox. You cannot push them, but they cannot push you.
Yeah, Jinan is like only effective if they push me, basically. And this Vermont is fully aware of my torpedoes. So he's just...
The enemy is about to win.
Okay. Question. Let's find out how potent my AP is, because I'm about to get thunderclapped by defense otherwise.
I think this is just the hedgehog's paradox. I mean,
No!
you're not wrong. Ooh. Well, he's not going to make it.
I tried to get my torpedo reload boost.
You
but I
might
didn't
make
get it. Yeah.
F.
Ah, wow.
Nope.
Okay. As soon as I thought defense come around, I'm like, hello, it's me again.
Bonjour.
But to be honest, this was actually my first ever game in Jinan since it's reached live. Initial impression, actually a really funny ship.
Yup.
It may not, I mean, it's probably meta for someone. Someone can probably play it and be ultra correct in it. I do think it's super fun.
Yep. Yeah. Any idea when Louisiana will be in the Bureau? I remember saying this year would be available project. Most likely around July, because when she was released as part of 4th of July, she was implied to come a year later as the next 4th of July. So. Yeah, and so part of the Lunar New Year content includes skins for some new ships, including this incredible one for Izumo. I love this skin. This is the Baji
It is a
skin.
very nice skin.
Yeah, I love it. Whatever it is about this blue, it just works. So I love it. The Alsace receives a skin as well, the Wujing skin, with this nice deep azure blue, featured with gold accent. And what's the other one that got it? It was Saipan. Receives a skin the skin is called Sanzang, which also changes the aircraft to PTT Devastators.
When I said meta ship, I was meaning meta as in a good ship, not like a ship that meta the YouTuber would like. But
Yeah.
he may like it as well. But I was referring to the ship's like potency.
Yeah. Meta is short for most effective tactic available, and is often used as an expression for like ships that are the best.
It is funny, like just seeing the Conqueror reverse to shoot me,
And then
immediately realizing he bit off more than he can chew, and just turning around made my day, dude. That's hilarious.
Like, man, I don't want to be there.
Oh, you know what? They can have that flag. Yep. What a cool haircut, Final. Thank you. Someone appreciates my hair for a change. Very nice. Okay, we're playing tier 8. We're playing.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Zumo,
Okay.
and then Blip.
Is
getting
Michelangelo
slapped
allowed?
It wouldn't be a Blip stream if I didn't get slapped by something.
Yeah. What am
Like,
I going to play?
It's kind of a tradition at this point that I get nuked by something across the map.
I kind of want to play the Pan-Asian Destroyer Illusion.
Yeah. Is Izumo getting a buff? No plans for one. Izumo is better than people think it is. The main thing is that Izumo can be seen from space. So you really have to play around the idea of like, I'm going to be spotted all the time. So make it life difficult for those who want to kill me. So, yep.
The final boss looks like Professor Remus Lupin, and I'm here for. Who is Professor Remus Lupin?
He's the Defense Against Dark Arts professor in the third Harry Potter movie.
I'm gonna Google it. Professor
Lupin.
Lupin. Lupin. Who is Professor Lupin? Oh, that guy. Oh. I don't think I look. He looks older than me. Can't be that. I mean, maybe. I'd need a nice suit to pull it off. And maybe slightly more. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. Well, I guess they won't work, but I have found like that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's not the worst. I got told that I look like that guy from. Oh. What is that British show? Oh my god. Okay, after this game I have to look. There was one guy on Facebook that completely shredded me one day. He was like, why is it always this guy on the live streams that looks like, you know, X from this show? And I was like, actually, the worst part about it was the guy that he said I looked like. As a joke, I made it my Discord profile picture for a while,
and people didn't realize.
Everyone actually thought it was me, and they didn't see the difference. And that just burnt me worse because I was trying to be satirical and funny, and it just turned out that he was
Stealth
right.
Roast.
Yeah. What carrier is this? Graph. Okay.
Self-inflicted friendly fire.
Yep.
No plans for subs right now. No. The most recent statement of the subs has been basically a very large maybe for PvE, which is player versus environment, but that's quite a big maybe.
There are no plans right now. It's like the short answer. Like I know you guys are probably sick of hearing this answer, but it is the answer. Like it's just not in our plans right now.
Tulsa and a Duncan. Hey, yo, that's rude. Triple fire on the first salvo. Come on, man. Do me dirty like that.
Was that a radar or a hydro? Oh, radar. Okay. Black radar. All right. I'm going to cap B and then go over support C, I think.
I've got a deep water torpedo slinger here as well. Who would that be? I guess Harbin? I've got Harbin over here?
What is your favorite sub? I like meatball marinara the best. Was it? What is the Italian sub they do?
Oh, the
It's
Italian,
Subway that's like all the cold cuts.
Italian BMT.
Yeah, it's
Biggest,
like,
meatiest, and tastiest.
yeah.
Yeah,
Good one.
the Italian BMT is the bomb.
When they have the spicy cheddar on it as well.
You want to know something depressing, Connor?
What?
I can't have cold cuts anymore.
What? Like
Yeah.
any?
Nope. I am not allowed cold cuts.
Can we have an F in chat for Mr. Blip here and his new dietary conditions he has? Jesus. This... I thought not being able to eat pizza was bad enough, bro.
Yeah.
No spaghetti, no pizza, no salamis. Can't drink beer. What can you eat at this point?
Chicken.
I've never heard such a like. The tone of voice there actually made me like audibly spit over the desk.
Diabetic? No. Histamine
Oh.
intolerance.
That was so funny.
So basically, it means I have to have basically only fresh foods, very fresh foods. So
Oh, that was so funny.
and certain other things that I just can't have. Oh, Harbin Torp hurts. Harbin Torp hurts a lot. Oh, it's not Harbin. Lucian has deep waters? I thought Lucian had regular torpedoes.
No, it has. Yeah, it's deeps.
This explains why life is pain. Life is pain, Pepe.
I wasn't even paying attention to the game because I was too busy
Thank you,
laughing.
Fire with
Wait.
Fire. I love you.
I donated $1.
Blip is cooked, bro. You're not wrong. Hey, Citadel.
Oh, I'm too busy paying attention to the chat because you're being too funny. Stop being funny so I can play the game. I keep just not shooting ships because I'm too busy like just looking at chat and laughing. I'll dodge all these shells real quick. Keep harassing.
Can
Z2.
I kill the Duncan before he kills me? I suspect that I can't, but
What DD is this
Yeah,
over
no.
here? It's being
not
carrier
unless that's
spotted.
not unless that's Citadel.
This carrier is a bro. He's spotting the Jaeger for me. What a champ, dude.
I'm just gonna keep beelining for this Duncan because I can't do anything against Lucian that's behind me. I'm certainly not on my own.
Is he gonna beach? No, he's not gonna beach. Is he gonna try and smoke? Nah. He's even
There we go.
jumping in. That's so funny. Nah. Go, go, go.
Less repetitive topic, will we potentially see the return of Viva La Dirt League content this year at some point? We can't comment at all about collaboration content of any kind, so I can't provide you
get
an
him.
answer on that. Sorry.
There we go, dude.
We've
Hey.
sunk an enemy destroyer.
No waking wasabi.
Would
This is my
organic
flank.
food count as fresh? If it's fresh organic food, then yes. If it's not fresh organic food, then no. Because fresh and organic are two separate things, right? Yeah, fresh is like non-preserved, essentially.
I still have all of my smokes. I could do the funny and just smoke farm, but like, where's the fun in that? When I can just max range and shell bait. Okay, buddy. It is time to shoot at me and miss.
Izumo less than Musashi. There's a lot of battleships that are less than Musashi.
Yeah, man. I'm going to slow down and turn in right now. Come on. Is he not shooting? Okay.
Allergic to preservatives, basically. Basically, yeah.
Just anything that is like aged, right? Like just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like blue cheese, nope. Can't have that. Basis of which a lot of cheeses are preserved in some ways. Blips joined Legends purely for the source of constant fresh potatoes. If only I liked potatoes.
Iowa, stop running away from me. Let me farm you. Come on. Aw.
F.
I'm basically out of position to do anything. I've done nothing this game except laugh at chat, and they've carried me.
Can you eat fish? Yes, except for tuna. I can't have tuna. Which, not a big loss for me. I'm not a huge tuna person. Like, I'll eat tuna, but or I would have eaten tuna, had tuna, but it's not a huge loss. But are historical battles something being considered for Legends? Like, not really. Historical battles are quite rough to represent in a good way within our game system because World of Warships is at its heart an arcade game, and so there's a lot of realistic features that you would expect, like weather effects and things like this in historical battles that we can't really replicate, and so and like maybe at best historically inspired modes. Yeah, we are having a sort of historical event mission chain coming up soon for Battle of Java Sea, which will happen towards the end of the update later on.
I'll go shoot the carrier. What a boring game this was. Nothing happened. I spent like at one point, there was a destroyer spotted right in front of me. I didn't realize because I was too busy looking over here, like at the chat and laughing and spitting all over my keyboard, apparently.
Do any of you guys work with WT? I guess you mean War Thunder or other wargaming games? We don't work with War Thunder, but we do work with other wargaming games. Like we sit next to the guys from World of Warships PC all the time. Like literally right next to them, and we do work with the World of Tanks guys now and then as well.
I actually have a cup of tea with the British community manager most mornings.
Yep.
All right, I guess I'll just farm HE. He's like bang on in the corner as well. Like I'm shattering. Okay. There's my AP pen. The deck of
WT is World of Tanks. We do work with the World of Tanks guys on occasion. So. Yeah, World of Tanks is normally rated WOT.
Maybe if I aim lower.
So that would explain the confusion.
No, I can't damage the. Like, can I? Maybe if I just try and hit his structure. Oh, I've just eaten a carrier top.
Oh no!
Rip, doink. It's fine. I guess I'll just tell him at AA. He knows where I am anyway.
Is Michelangelo allowed in Fleet Cup 3?
Yeah. This is a Fleet Network gag he's doing.
Yeah. Is it? All right.
Yeah.
Well, then you'll be more familiar with it than me.
Michelangelo. You know what I'm just gonna do? Because the carrier's going, I'm just gonna smoke.
Yeah. We could do historical battle reenactments. Games last 6 hours, and you might land one shell that causes 0 damage, then a bunch of swordfish come in and spank you with 10 torps.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Was I really the one spying him? There's another DD right here. Is he in smoke as well?
Problem solved, sir.
Yes, he's in smoke as well. Let me go spot him.
Yeah. Could CVs have viable deep water torps? Yes. Like, if you're talking historically speaking, yes. But that would be more for CVs later in the war, or like early war torpedoes, especially airdrop torpedoes. Generally speaking, weren't robust enough to really function that way. But later in the war, yeah, for sure they could do that. In the game, of course, in the game, yeah, we could do that.
You finally got Shimmer. My condolences. I'm joking. Good job. Few pieces of advice if you're playing Shimakaze. Remember, you have main guns, and spotting is really important.
Yeah.
If you follow those 2 golden rules, you'll actually be a menace to society because Shimmer is a pretty strong boat.
Yep. Possible to see the A150 come to Legends Bureau. In the grand scheme of things, possible. I'm not sure because we already have a Yamato, and A150 is just more Yamato, almost literally. And so adding another one to the Bureau might be too much.
I'm all for more Yamatos. I love Yamato.
Oh yeah, I'm all for more Yamatos, but more Yamatos in Bureau. I would almost rather have something else instead. That makes sense.
No, boss. DDs don't have guns. They're props. They're hood ornaments. Yeah.
Decorations.
You can put your camera on top and take a selfie with the rotating feature.
Are you guys going to make it where skip bombers can detect a destroyer so you can make a normal run against it right now? The point of our change, or a large part of our change, was so that they can't do that.
Yeah.
So with Chkalov.
Oh.
So we are unlikely to change that back.
Yep. Could we see Wisconsin come to Legends? I have no idea because we're not allowed to talk about content and events.
Yep.
Is it possible to make steel a bit easier to get? It's typically tied to the campaign or events. So if you play ranked, do the campaign.
Yep. Make sure you're playing the alternate game modes whenever they're available, because that's going to be your best way of getting steel over time.
There is finals main in Rivals. I don't play Rivals. So none.
I have played Rivals. I don't really have a main. I guess it depends on like what class you want.
I like the look of the character that dances, Luna Snow.
Oh, Luna Snow. Yeah, Luna Snow's fun.
Yeah, it looks like a fun. Like I've seen gameplay of it.
Yeah,
It looks all right.
Yeah. If I'm playing support, it's usually going to be Luna Snow or Jeff.
A man of culture.
Yes.
Yes.
If I'm playing DPS, it's probably going to be Hella. And if I'm playing tank, it's going to be Penny Parker.
You know, the games I've been playing. I've literally just been playing World of Warships on PC, or World of Warships Legends. Like those are unironically the two games I play right now. I'm waiting for Monster Hunter, but until then, I'm probably just going to be playing World of Warships. Like I know it's my job, but I unironically just like playing the game a lot.
Yep.
So it's probably my main game in my free time, to be honest. Yep.
Come on, y'all sleeping on Groot. I have things to say about Groot.
Okay, what are we playing, Mr. Blitz?
I don't know. What do you want to play? Or we can replay another one. Does anybody have a... The wait for Monster Hunter Wilds is painful.
Yes, it is painful.
You're talking to like the two most hyped people in the office for Monster Hunter Wilds. So the pain is real.
Boss, honest answer only. Do you prefer ships, PC, or Legends better? Who do I want to make more angry? I think to be honest, I think I do prefer Legends, just because I don't like the 3 or 4 minute period at the start of the battle where everyone's moving around, and Legends in general just feels a lot faster. But that said, like there are certain tech tree lines I prefer playing on different games. Like right now, I love playing French destroyers on PC, but on Legends I don't like them. So it's really, really hard to say, to be honest. But yeah, plus also I'm kind of biased because I've been playing Legends for like the past 4 or 5 years now, and all of my friends are on there. But it's whatever. I mean, they're both. But going back to playing PC after not playing it for years, it's like uncanny valley, because it's like
Yeah.
I understand how the game works. Like I know ricochet, I know positioning, but I can't aim. So I have the game knowledge, but not the game skill. So it's the same but different, and it's a really weird experience.
Yeah. Why aren't steel ships included as super prizes and top tier crates? Essentially, we want steel ships to be a very much a long-term goal that you earn. So it will be unlikely that steel ships are ever outside of steel, I would say. Two questions. Is some sort of escort mission gameplay? I guess potentially the PC has done some gameplay experiments with escorts type stuff. If that works, then that works. I'm not sure. And then AA sector priority feature, probably unlikely, I would say.
I'm trying to find a legendary mod because I want to try a game of Schroeder, so I want the legendary mod in it. Oh.
Any plans on adding some lower tier steel boats? No plans, but that's something like if there's enough feedback for it, we can look into it.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm ready. I'm gonna try Battleship Commander on Shredder.
Yep.
What is your main weapon on Monster Hunter? I'm a hunting horn.
Swag axe.
Swag axe. At least you're not a longsword user. Like catching me off of my bloody combos every 5 seconds. I'm getting stun locks by the longsword.
Oh, you
user.
wanted to
Like,
use. Oh, you wanted to use Big Bash on your hammer? Oh, longsword's there cutting the head too.
basically. Hunting horn is rare. That's the exact reason why I played it, because when I started playing Monster Hunter properly when it was World, I think it was called.
Yeah, world.
And I remember going in LFG, and literally everyone was like, LFG, need one horn. LFG, need one horn. So I was just like, all right, I'll play horn because then I'll never have difficulty finding raid groups. And then I just learned how to play horn. Like every Monster Hunter game, even like Worlds, and then the one after was Rise. I played all of them as horn, and I just got really good at using horn, and now I've just stuck with it.
Yeah. Nerd words, yeah. We're big fans of many other games as well. So yeah.
We are gamers.
In fact,
Yeah.
gamers.
Yep.
So, but we're here playing World Warships today, and now I'm using the Wujing Alsace skin. Sache. Let me grab the camera here.
I never understood Monster Hunter too many tasks. It's beat monster, build better gun. Can you show a game in the Wukong? We just did earlier, but what you can expect is a Charles Mattel with basically infinite customizability. To be honest.
Why is magazine damage just tied to Citadel damage? So the Citadel includes the magazine. So if you do damage to the magazine, you're doing damage to the Citadel area of a ship. The Citadel is just essentially a large area of the ship, which is the most protected area of the ship, in terms of just philosophically speaking about it. Generally in Legends, their detonations are disabled. If you see them, please report them as a bug.
Oh.
And so the magazine module is just part of the Citadel.
Right. Hopefully, I've turned out. I'm now in a secondary brawl against the Turpits. So hopefully, I can bounce some shells.
Yeah.
Please.
You get maxed accounts as employees. So as employees that are like responsible for showing the game to other players, like this live stream, for example, we have boosted accounts for that purpose. Not all employees have maxed out accounts.
This poor Turpits, man, is feeling the wrath, bro. How's the jump out here? Okay, interesting.
Yeah, this Turpit's is hurting real bad.
I'm caught in between a lot of ships right now.
Will detonations ever be fixed? It's a progressive thing to disable them. Why are they disabled? It was an early decision in the game to reduce some of the like RNG aspect of the game.
Jesus, that AP from that cruiser really stings. Give me a break, bro. Oh. You're ruining my secondary rush. Cease. Schroeder secondaries are kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm just completely punking this Sean Bart right now. Come on, Tailback. Do your thing.
Yeah. Oh, there was actually a detonation in one of the games? All right. I didn't see it in the battle log, but I believe you.
Trying to use the Jean Bart to protect my Citadel, the cruiser. What?
Oh, John Bart's coming out for me.
Yeah, get him.
Yep, I'm turning the guns. Hang on. Get in there.
The fact I'm a cruiser that's able to just like punk this Jean Bart like this is crazy. It's probably going to catch my butt in a minute. It really hurt me.
I can't remember which cruiser this was here.
I misplayed that. I should have gone around the island. Basically dead here, unless he goes. I need my heals. Oh, I'm dead.
Come on, reload.
Oh, well.
I'm sorry. I'll avenge you, though. Navarin secondary killed him. Oh, my God. Robbed. What?
I got 100k damage from just, like, encountering two battleships.
What can you say about the Codex? We could say a lot of things about the Codex. If you have any questions about it, please ask. Seeing an Agilane Chapayev get detonated is the universe balancing out. I can agree with that.
I would have been fine if I didn't have that cruiser on my broadside chunking me with AP. God, he took like half of my health before I was able to get away from him.
Quick question, is the Shimakaze available in daily crates? No. There are no ships available in daily crates. Come on, Wukong. Bonjour.
Got him.
All right, now it's time to brawl a Michelangelo. Michelangelo does not have torps. Or no, wait, it does. It does have
Yes.
torps.
Yeah, it's like
I
a
was
full
confused
ball.
with Schrader. Schrader is the one.
It's
with
fine
it.
because you missed him.
Yeah, he got one though. But he's dead anyway.
Michelangelo is in fact allowed. How many kills do you have with the Shimmer? Oh, probably not many. I'll check. Hold on. I really don't play it. I just don't like its gameplay. I don't.
Yeah,
find
I
it
don't
fun
play
to
Shiva either. I'm terrible with torpedoes.
It's not that I'm bad with torpedoes. Like, you can just widespread and generally catch something and do a lot of damage. I just don't find the gameplay fun. I have a grand total of 16 kills in Shimakaze.
Is the Codex like a Pokedex for ships? No. Codex is more like a guide to the game. And like back in the day, whenever you bought a physical game and then it came with a guide on the inside, it's for the people who like to enjoy reading those guides.
When you take it to the bathroom with you, so you have some reading material. Yeah, I remember those days.
Your port is a ship Pokedex. Yeah, pretty much.
What's your favorite CV?
Mine's probably Graf Zeppelin.
Saipan, probably. Is the Codex on? No, it's in game.
No,
I'll show you.
Yeah, Codex is in.
I'll take the
port.
screen. So you go to your port like this, and then scroll down, and then at the bottom, Codex.
An influx of bees. That is a player name right there. Yeah. Yeah, it is. SAP penetration was just so much easier to explain just by giving the numbers. That's how I did it. Because there is a formula for SAP penetration, but it's a pretty complicated one and not worth remembering. And so it's just easier in general to remember just the penetration by the calibers that are relevant to you. Which you can even just divide up into, like, if it's 203 millimeter, it's going to pin you, or pin 32 mil plus, regardless. So,
Like, show us the formula then.
I don't have it off the top of my head, so because I don't remember it, it's not worth remembering.
I'm gonna need that podcast and I need that Codex in podcast audio format. So, would you like that in the form of YouTube Shorts over Subway Surfers gameplay? Or Minecraft? What is that Minecraft game where you're jumping?
Oh, just Minecraft parkour.
Minecraft parkour shorts with Codex
Yeah, with
voice line.
AI voiceover. Did you know that in the
In World of Warships Legends. What a time. What time is it actually?
Well, I'm sure you want the formula, and you can find it on the World of Warships, or at least on the PC wiki, and probably also on the Legends wiki. It's available there, but I don't remember. I don't remember it because it is honestly not worth
This
remembering.
guy's like Plankton. Give me the formula.
We want the Krabby Patty formula.
Give me the formula. I mean, if they ask the team, can you just dump them
I
the
can.
formula?
But
Yeah.
it is available online. You can go find it. But like you can also ask me later, or ask me tomorrow, because
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to answer later today. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, the plan's all coming together.
as a Missouri main blip, what's Missouri's dispersion value? Missouri's dispersion is the same as any other USN battleship, like normal USN battleship. So it's a normal US or UK dispersion. There you go, Ryder. That one looks right. I don't remember it, but that those numbers look right to me. So if you want to remember that formula, so be it.
Okay, I just found the show that the guy on Facebook roasted me so much that it's inflicted mental damage forever.
Oh no.
So if you Google Peep Show, it's a UK TV comedy, and there's two main actors in it, and I'm sure you'll immediately recognize which one. And I had my profile picture as one of the people from Peep Show. And everyone just legitimately thought it was me.
Yep.
I was a bit wounded. I'm not gonna lie.
I've taken a grievous wound.
It was a pretty bad one. Yeah, some guy was like, "Why have you got a dude from the Peep Show on your live stream?" And I was like, "Oh." I made it my profile picture, and everyone actually thought it was me. And then I was like, "Double, oh." So
Oh,
ever
Lord.
since, that sounds like something from OnlyFans. It's a TV British comedy about two dudes who live together, I think, who borderline hate each other. I don't remember. But I would just show you a picture on my phone, but the camera probably will just make it look unintelligible. So, yeah, I guess I can write it in chat. I can't. I don't have the mouse. Never mind.
Nope.
I can't write it in chat.
What was it?
It's just PEEP
Oh, yeah.
and then show. There you go. Google that, and you'll probably see me. Or maybe search Peep Show UK comedy just to avoid any
weird. Yeah. You're gonna get some weird. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Let me Google it and see if it's probably gonna be a bad one. No, I Googled just Peep Show and the results are fine. But yeah, the results are fine.
No, it is, the Peep Show is not about marshmallow chicks.
Yeah. Robert Webb. Let me check if it's Robert Webb.
Emotional damage. LTCVs, nothing has
Not
been
Robert
announced
Webb.
at this time. So
No, not Robert Webb, the other one. Yeah.
you're like, you have done this to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to ask if we can add a third inspiration to the central commander in the future. No plans for third inspirations for any commanders. Inspirations have tremendous potential, and which means there's tremendous risk. So, need to find Blip's doppelganger now. Oh, Lord.
David Mitchell. I think that is actually the guy. Yeah, let me double check. I don't remember the names. Yeah, David Mitchell. But David Mitchell in the Peep Show where he has the short hair is what I was, yeah. And it was like some boomer on Facebook as well, like that just completely shredded me in a single
We're
comment.
not endorsing the show. We're just talking about how the comparison between the character or the actor.
I've never even seen the show. I don't know if it's good. I'm probably not going to watch it now.
It's probably not good because like all the good UK shows, you would have heard about them in the US.
To be honest, I think this one is pretty popular.
Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's good.
I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it one day, but I feel like I'm just too wounded to right now.
Are there plans to eliminate failed divisions? There's no plans right now to eliminate failed divisions.
Other plans to support competitive clan wars like in TFN. So we actually do support TFN, or we have done. Like the past 2 Winter Cups, we've supported with rewards. The way those rewards worked was the top 3 fleets that won were able to pick, I can't remember exactly, but it might have been like 10 ships or 5 ships. I don't remember. But basically, we would say to them, okay, so the winner receives 10 hypothetical tier 7 ships. And then their fleet leader is able to pick 10 clan members, even if they didn't compete. So if you have like a new member who doesn't have many ships, they could be picked. And they were able to pick a tier 7 ship that was in the store, and then we would just add that straight into their accounts. So the clan leader was able to like designate people to get the reward. As for in-game activities, as of right now, like the furthest we plan to support any kind of clan activity would probably be just the Fleet Cup, which is returning this update. So you'll have a chance to play it if you haven't already.
Have you two or anyone in the office seen the show called Archer? It's very funny.
I have seen Archer.
I have seen Archer, yeah.
Yes, it is funny.
It's been a long time since I've seen Archer, but yeah.
Yep.
Damn it, Lana. How many fleets are in Legends? Many.
Oh, God, a lot.
Yeah, lots of fleets. Does Chkalov return to the store if we get a refund? No, she does not. So keep that in mind before you go to refund her.
Has the matchmaking in Fleet Cup been adjusted? No, it has not. It's the same as what it was last time.
The commander of my fleet has not been present for over 3 months. Is there anything we can do to transfer the fleet commander? No, not really, because that fleet commander owns that fleet, right? They paid to make that fleet. So if you are able to get in contact with them outside of the game, that would be the way to approach getting that moved over.
Gifting system, no plans right now. But you can, I believe, gift like platform purchases through Xbox, through their gifting system, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
Nope. Fleet mutiny button. That's a movie. I need to go back and rewatch that movie. The Kane Mutiny. Need to rewatch that. Any sailboats coming to tier 1? No plans for sailboats.
Why? Okay, realistically, when you look at how long a ship takes to develop, which is months, why would we develop a ship to put in tier 1, which would take a great deal of effort because we don't have sailboats, which means it's a completely new venture, into a tier where you play 1 battle in that ship and then you move on to tier 2?
Queen Anne's Revenge. HMS Victoria.
Yeah. Plus, it just gives incentive for all the sweaty players to go in and make tier 1 players miserable.
No plans for a trade system. I've answered that question a few times during the earlier half of the stream. So,
no plans to eliminate fell divisions. No.
Just put some sails on Mikasa. Mikasa is a little bit beyond the sail era. Though there were some U.S. destroyers that I believe were Clemson class that did get sail rigs as like to test if it would work at some point. But yeah.
New segment idea. Connor calls us out for our dumb questions. They're not dumb. There's no such thing as a dumb question. It's just there are questions that we answer a lot, so we kind of already have the answers rehearsed at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're actually done.
Yep.
Our stream time is over. So if you have any last minute questions, it's the time to throw them in. Any plans for a fleet chat? As we've kind of answered before, we've spoken about it a few times and we're monitoring the feedback. But like all forms of anything we let you creative lot do, you tend to misbehave a bit and it requires moderation.
Yeah. You as in just general,
not
player
particular
base.
People, but like the player base as a whole. So like the moment we introduced fleets, we had an influx of fleets with like seamen in the name and things like that. And it was basically, a given that it was going to happen, which is why we had policies in place where you could report them and report fleet names and stuff. But it requires a lot of moderation, as any user-generated content.
User generated content in any game requires moderation these days. The days of
Black Ops 2 emblems are long gone.
or War Game Red Dragon chat live chat is few and far between these days.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure anyone here who's old enough to have played Call of Duty Black Ops 2 or whatever,
Or Halo 3 or
when they had custom emblems, you all know fair well why custom emblems was so popular and why it's so problematic now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically why. But we are monitoring the feedback and reviewing it.
Yeah.
Why AI is to allow 5 players but not standard 3? Sorry, why does Verse AI allow 5 players but standard only 3 for divisions? That's because in Verse AI, the losing team are basically bots.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt anybody.
Like, you're not bothering other players by storming the lobby. But if you have like divisions of 5 in standard, that means your division composes half of the team.
Over half the team.
Over half the team, which would basically make whether you win or lose be entirely dependent on if you have a division or not.
Yeah.
When divisions, even when they just have 3 people, are already very influential. That's why.
Yep. So, it's because it's basically the scale of the impact on the team is why it's only limited to 3, which is already 1/3 of your team.
Yep.
Which is pretty wild if you think about it. So, yeah. Anyway, this has been our February update stream. Thank you for joining everybody this week. And please enjoy all the content. Read through the Codex. We'll appreciate any feedback. Maybe make it a game to figure out which articles were made by me and which one were by Connor or by Final. Sorry. And be sure to enjoy your week. Stay safe, and we'll see you.
Have a good one.